motivational poster, it's important that you do go to that website and look at those posters, because I want you to create a poster that looks like the ones on their site. A horizontal rectangle with a horizontal rectangle photo and some type that's been manipulated with. And we'll find out how to do that. We'll get on Photoshop, File, New, and I want this 8 by 10 or 10 by 8 because it's a horizontal 300 pixels per inch. And I need to come over here and make sure that I've got 10 by 8, 300 pixels per inch, and that my background contents are black. You want RGB color, and you want this sRGB color profile. That's so if you want to print it at like Walmart or Target or someplace that does that kind of stuff, you won't get a surprise when you get it back, because that's the color profile that printers use. So we'll create this rectangle, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my photograph in there, and I've already got it selected, so I'm going to copy it, and we'll go back here and paste it in, and it looks to be about the same size. So we're going to transform it, scale. You've done this before, and when you scale, you don't need to hold any keys down, and that's close. So deselect that little gem, and we're going to put a white line around it, and our white line is going to be not exactly on the edge of the photograph. It's going to be outside just a little bit. And big surprise. Anytime you create an object like this in any Adobe program, you get objects have some characteristics, stroke and fill, and it has a black fill, and I'll show you how to get rid of that. But first, we need to go to our layers panel, click on the FX thing, and click on stroke. And you may have to change this. You can just double click on it or click on it and drag this over into this upper corner here, and you get white. And size, I like 5, but you can move the slider around, and we want it on the outside of the object. You get inside and center, but for this purpose this is fine, and click OK. So we now have, deselect that a little bit so you can see it, this, and we're going to go back in here, make sure we're on the rectangle layer, and change the fill, not the opacity, because that does everything, but you can change just the fill to 0, and there we are. Now we're going to add some type. So the horizontal type tool, and I'm going to drag it out in here and type trout. Maybe I want white instead of black, and let's try that again. Go clear up to the corner and click OK, and I've highlighted something, T-R-O-U-T, and somehow we went right back to that. So highlight it, change it to white, and OK. And I don't like a sans serif face, so I'm going to go pick something else. Minion Pro, might go with a bold or semi-bold. Let's see what bold looks like. I can live with that. But this doesn't look exactly like that because, okay, some time. Go back to the type tool. There we are. I want to select these and make them smaller, like so, except they did something tricky. Instead of lined up on the baseline. They had theirs lined up even with the top of the first and last letter. So let's see how we do that. Let's go over here to the character panel, and I believe this is the little rascal. Let's see. Baseline, set baseline shift, and there it is. So again, just click on the in this case the little letters, and I can move this around. Looks like I go to the right, it goes up, and there I am. And we will deselect that, and I just make another type box and say something clever. My wife always hated when I would grill fish with the heads on, and now you see why. But the rest of this you know how to do. So have fun, try and be funny, or ironic, sarcastic, whatever, but have fun.